Alright guys, the day has finally come. A brand new wing has arrived. Now, first thing, we need a pocket knife. Make sure when you cut this open that you don't go very deep. Right here, if it's a good wing manufacturer, they should supply a piece of cardboard on the inside just so that you don't cut your wing, but do not take it for granted that there is one. Just keep your tip of your finger at the tip of your knife and just barely cut into it. Just enough to get the tape peeled back. And would you looky there, they did protect it with a piece of cardboard. Good job, Ozone. Now what do we got here? Well, first impressions out of the box. Comes in a nice stuff sack. There it is, boys and girls. This is as nice as this wing will ever be packed away. Comes with a nice riser bag. Well, let's go ahead and get this thing laid out and see what we're working with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new 28 meter Ozone Roadster 3. It's always a good idea when you get a brand new wing from the factory. You want to go ahead and kite it and lay it out. Make sure everything looks good. All your lines look good. You don't just want to take it out of the bag and go fly. Roadster 3 28 meter E&B rated wing. Well, everything looks good. I've kited it once, there's hardly any wind. All the lines look good. Risers are nice and fresh, everything looks good on it. So let's stop wasting time, get this thing up in the air. I'll see you up there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are off. That was quite the takeoff. Got some thermals popping off. It's still a little early yet. Whew! I am out of breath from that launch. Got to be mindful of aircraft here. This is a new location I'm flying out of here. The North Vernon Airport. I don't know if anybody that watches my channel is familiar with this place. All the golfers out here enjoying a beautiful evening to golf. Trying to fly over here to my sister and brother-in-law's house.
want to show my nephew this thing. He's never seen me fly before. I think he'll really enjoy it. There's their house right there. I'm gonna fly over and see if anybody's around. Oh, yep, they're home. Well, it's good to see those guys. That was a pretty tough takeoff. I'm topped off on fuel completely. Brand new motor, brand new wing. It's definitely a handful. See if I can kick up some deer down here. For all you new pilots out there, do this at your own risk. If your motor ever goes out, you're in for a real treat. The only reason I do this is because I have a lot of experience and I'm willing to take the risk. But viewer discretion advised, do not do it. This is why I love Indiana so much. So many fields and open areas for engine outs. Of course, you've got your wooded areas, but I'm not flying in the mountains and places with no outs. Always staying vigilant for aircraft out here. The North Vernon Airport does a lot of military operations, and they do a lot of trainers in and out of there all the time, so just in the amount of time it took me to set up, there was 3 aircraft in and out of there. So you always got to be hyper aware when you go around, even those small airports. And guys, always use respect and caution when you're around, because those guys have the right of way, and you always want to be courteous to them so you don't get any flying sites taken away from you. They might not always respect you. Sometimes those fixed wing pilots can be assholes, but they've earned it and they do have the right of way. Just remember that. While I'm sitting here looking at it too, guys, something to mention: when you're flying in a new area, always be vigilant for power lines. You can't always see the power lines, but look out for the poles. Around the area that I normally fly at, you know, we can get down real low, and we know each and every nook and cranny because that's where we always fly. But that's not the case for a new flying site. So you always want to be careful. Hey, Joseph! Well, guys, we got the upcoming Fly the Fort fly-in that I will be attending. I don't know how many of you guys will be there, but hopefully it'll be a good turnout. So if you want to come and meet me, I always enjoy meeting new pilots and enjoying the sky together. All right, we're approaching the airport right now. The only thing that the airport manager requested I do not do is cross over the runway. So we're going to be respectful of that. Probably get a little bit of rotor off of these hangars. make this a good landing.
Wake up and bake up this year, jump out the crib, stack up my C-note this year, killing my ego this year, all for the people this year, only believe in the real, I do believe in no fear, and I got gang in this bitch, I never switch on the tribe, I keep it all the way real, I'm in control of my feels, you see my highlights and study my real, yeah. I'm showing more love this year, running more plays, finna scale up my business this year, the world in my palm, I'm a star, I deliver my cadence, I'm serving up chills to my peers, bringing the bread for the fam.